friends, my name is Tiff and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a quick comparison of two of my newest and favorite fountain pens. They are the Esterbrook Estie and Tortoise, as well as my very first Platinum 3776 in Tortoise as well. And this is a celluloid material, and it's a very popular model of platinum pen. And when it was out of stock everywhere, and when I finally got an email notification that it was back in, I just couldn't help myself. And the only size that it was back in stock was in a fine, so I went ahead and grabbed it. This Esterbrook Estie is a medium nib. Now that is a new nib size for me. My preference, because I write fairly small, is a fine. If I'm utilizing a sailor, then I really like their medium fine, because I'm just now getting into fountain pens and inks, and I really want to be able to see the transition or the shading of my ink. And if you have like a super fine nib, it's just really hard to appreciate your inks. So plus, like I said, I write really small, so a finer nib, it just works better for me. But what I want to do was initially just compare the two pens. So number one thing that I noticed is the Estie is definitely larger. Not ginormous, one of my favorite words, but it is bigger. It is has a little bit more of a diameter, a little bit bigger diameter, and the length as well. Let's move these boxes out of the way here, and we will compare them side by side. You will notice that the Estie does not have the gold ring on the cap here. No gold ring on the cap for the Estie. Let's go ahead and cap them, because I always cap my pens. It's just my habit, and I like the feel of it that way when I'm holding on to my pens. Clearly, definitely a difference in the size and the length of them, but they're both light, so this is not what I would consider a heavy pen. If you look at the color of both of them, the Estie is a little bit more, I would say, more of a lighter or faded brown, as you can see, but it's still gorgeous. It's still beautiful. I feel like it's picking up well on camera, as well as the Platinum Century 3776. The brown in this, I just feel like it's more of a deep reddish brown, and I really like it. And here's the nib. Again, this is let's see if we can clear this up a little bit. Looking a little bit. Okay, here we go. We kind of zoomed in just a little bit so it's not so blurry. I'm sorry, I don't utilize a camera. I just use the camera on my phone. So yeah, maybe I need to get one. I just didn't feel like it was needed at this moment. Another difference in the two pens is the cap on the Esterbrook. There's a cap inside of the cap. I'm not sure if you can see that. You see the little ring on the inside there? It's kind of hard to see. There we go. It's right there on the inside. And you can kind of hear that when you go to screw it, and that creates a suction that's specific to Esterbrook. As far as I know, I haven't come across any other pens with that type of technology to keep your nib from drying out. Again, I'm not an expert with fountain pens, so if you guys know of another pen that does that, please leave some comments below and let me know. So what I want to do is a writing sample. I have the Triumph Clairefontaine lined paper that I got from Atlas Stationers out of Chicago. And let's see if we can zoom you in a little bit more here. Just a sec. Okay, now we are a little bit closer, and I have inked both up with the same color, just so that we have a really good writing sample. And I'm using the Dominant Industry Ginger Chicken. It is one of my favorites at the moment. It is an orangey based brown and I really like it. And so we're going to start off with the Esterbrook. Uh-oh. Here we go. Sorry for the shaky camera, guys. And now we're going to try the Platinum. This is my first time writing with this pen. So it took a little bit for the Esterbrook to get going. I haven't written with it. Actually, I did. I wrote with it yesterday. But this is I really like the finer nib, but when I'm using a shading ink, my preference is a little bit fatter of a nib. So yeah, but I'm impressed. I am impressed with the Platinum. It is smooth. And that's to be expected. Little bounce to the nib. Really like this pen. Think I might be getting some more of these. This is really, really nice. I like the feel. It's not too heavy. Again, I always cap my pens. This just feels, I don't know, to me, I just prefer a little bit of back weight. And just from my hand size, I mean, I don't feel like I have big hands. I'm zoomed in. But I don't really like big pens, but this just sits right in the crook of my hand there really well. So I like it. I really like it. There is also another celluloid that I really want to get. It's kind of similar to this one, but it has like the color print is more of a black and a little bit lighter of the background color. I can insert a picture of that if I can find one, but that would be ideal if I could have both of them. That would be really cool. But yeah, this one, not a problem. It's all depending on your preference, but this is a great pen as well. Again, just a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, but still a great writing instrument, and I really like it. So I hope this was helpful for you all, and hope to talk to you soon. Bye.